Today I installed .NET SDK because I needed to run an F# program, and I think today I'm going to type PowerShell from here instead of the Windows terminal. Control-Shift-Enter. This will prompt to run as an administrator. And when I installed that, it was kind enough to tell me that the Microsoft Telemetry was on. Telemetry, however you say that. And so I want to turn that off. So we can check the environment variable. Let's say environment variables. And then query name, we're going to match telemetry. How do you spell this? Is this correct? I'm not even going to know. Oh, yeah, I will. So this is PowerShell 1. So PowerShell, I don't think they warn you that they have this turned on. So if you want to opt out for PowerShell, you can set this to 1, true. I want to say there's another variable you can put there, but I just use 1. And same thing with the .NET one. And as you can see, I don't have an opt-out one for the .NET CLI. So I guess that's what I'm going to do today, is to turn that on. Now, what I'll do also is, just to show, I'll open up a CMD window real quick, let's say. And then from here, you can set this. So if I say set .NET CLI underscore telemetry, and then opt out. And here it's equal 1. So if I do this, make sure I spelled that right, .NET CLI telemetry opt out 1, and then now I want to start PowerShell from here. Closure shell, PowerShell, and then if I check that environment variable again, or I'll do it a little bit different this time. Move my cursor out of the way. Get the env, and this time I'll use find string. Find string works in the CMD also, so it's convenient to know about it if you don't. And then notice that we now have the .NET command line telemetry opt-out set to 1 also. This is not permanent. This set that I ran when I was in the CMD is just for the session only. So this will not be permanent. But if you're running a program or you have a batch script or something that's calling PowerShell, then you can turn this off by session if you don't normally care, but you do for this particular thing you're doing. So I'll exit this to get out of here. I just wanted to show you that. And then if I exit this, and then notice, of course, that was for that session over there. It's not changed over here at all. The reason I opened up administrator is because I want to set this system-wide instead of just for the user. So one way to do this is to use setx. So that's what I'm going to do. With setx, we're just going to put that .NET CLI telemetry opt out. And here there is no equal sign with setx. I also maybe want to come over here real quick too. Let me go to this PC properties, Advanced setting, environment variables. Close that window out. And then see here we have not that set. Over here we have the PowerShell one, but not the .NET one. So let me cancel that, close this, leave this window over here. And then now we'll set this. And it says it's successful. So if I come back over here, then notice this is for the user. And I said I want to do that system-wide, and I didn't even do it. But that's cool. This is how you do it for the user. And I don't have to be administrator to do it for the user either. What I missed was a /m. So I can do that also. So I'll just hit up. And then over here, I'm going to put a /m. And then that set it for the system. And more than likely, I need to cancel that and go back in there. Then over here, you see it's set for the system. And I guess while I'm talking about that, I already have the PowerShell one set. But since I'm already over here, maybe I'll do it also for that. Which means if I come back over here, put environment variables, and then I need to restart that though, wouldn't I? Let's go ahead and find the PowerShell one. And then I'll delete that one. Hit OK. And then if I query that, now we only have the PowerShell one sitting here. So keep in mind you need to exit anyway. So now when I exit and come back, PowerShell should be gone, and the .NET one should be here. So let me restart. PowerShell. Wow, I did it again. Poser shell. PowerShell. Yes. And then probably can't cycle, unfortunately. So let's do $env. That's another way too. That will just show me the one I want though. So let's go back to the GCI one, I guess. GCI env. I'm just going to use fine string. In case sensitive is all that means. I guess it really doesn't matter. Well, I think those strings would matter maybe. So now we have the .NET one turned off, opted out, which is reverse of what it was, and now the PowerShell one's gone. So another way to set this, instead of using setx, is way longer, but let's see if I can remember. Environment setEnv. Can I just type that? Yes, sir. And then here we're going to say PowerShell telemetry opt out. And then one. And here you can either put user, user or machine, which will do system-wide. That's what that /m basically earlier was. So I guess I should have seen if more of that could be tab completed so I know I did it correct. And then now if I come back over here, the .NET one and the PowerShell one is back. And then, of course, for this to take effect in here, I would need to restart this again. Which I don't know that I need to do because it was inside the registry, so you saw that. Ribbit.